Okay. So it is finally the next morning with everyone waking up, one after another. Um, on the beach here, on this sort of isolated paradise of an island. What do you guys do?
Mm, that is a good question.
Well, I guess we could maybe fast forward a little bit past all the waking up and figuring out like which way to go because we've got clearly
you know where all the locations are to leave.
We have the water door, and we have the door that leads to the big black hole of emotion,
which has reset.
Oh god, which will reset, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I for one vote for the door that doesn't involve us holding our breaths.
Sounds good.
And potentially flooding wherever we go.
I like that decision. I like that vote.
Yeah,
I put in my vote.
That's a good idea.
Because I mean, for all I know, there's a room here full of, I don't know, like magnesium or some shit. We just open that up and suddenly, well, bad times.
That still leaves 2 doors to choose from.
Well,
2?
I mean,
there's just the one out in.
There's the one we came through, and there's the one in the Kavat caves.
I say we go back through the one we came through.
Wait, the one we came through all together, or the one you came? I'm overthinking this, aren't I? It's the one where the wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff happened.
Yes.
You just points to the floating door a little bit further away, like, okay, that one.
Yes, the one down the path that way.
Right.
That we first entered this room from.
Yes. Before we go any further as well, I might as well bring this up. Are we to expect people to be trying to take us out now?
Most likely.
I think that depends on everybody else, but maybe?
We have...
I mean, Persephone is going to be trying to get you.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Though her Warframe is eliminated from the game.
Mm-hmm. So she's probably going to be doing something different.
We still also perhaps have... we still have potentially all of Team Delta Elemental to contend with.
Now that'd be interesting.
And one more... and isn't there one more of your teammates still unaccounted for?
I would put down good money that Persephone's already stabbed him in the back.
Well, perhaps given her current circumstances, she will reflect upon that as a poor decision.
No, I mean like before that.
No, I know, but... Unless you mean before the game, in which case I am not quite certain how to process that.
No. I mean, she probably stabbed him in the back before we met her.
Oh, I assume so. But if she has done so and now she is without a Warframe, I am saying that she may discover that that was perhaps short-sighted. As she has also technically stabbed you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, if she has done so, she is now without allies unless she can convince Team Delta Elemental to somehow aid her.
Okay, two things. One, I sincerely doubt they'll buy that because they will ask the very first question, which is, where is the rest of your team? And I honestly don't think she'll be able to keep a straight face on that. Two, the past is history, tomorrow is a mystery. I'm going through that door.
Heck yeah. Let's go.
Following.
Oh, also one last thing. I just realised who's on Tiny, the sweet boy duty.
Can we say the sweet boy's been sitting in my hood?
Yes.
Oh, we all tried to take it. We all tried to take him away from MT, and she almost flipped Rhino. I don't know what the hell's gotten into her all of a sudden. She wasn't even in Excalibur at the time.
Currently hidden in your hood.
You have a 10-point relationship with the kitten. Anyway,
he paws at the back of your head. So yeah, you guys step through the door, and you come to what looks like an enormous crater. There is you are basically standing at the top of the crater. And yeah, you're sitting at the top of the crater, and it's down in the very middle of the crater where you see another door. This crater is huge. It's probably the site of like a civilization-ending meteor impact. And it is shortly after you arrive here that it's shortly after you arrive that two screens appear near the doorway that you just stepped out of. And you recognize that there is a news ticker at the bottom of the screen, as the screen shows Hydroid Prime, who is sitting behind the news desk.
Oh no!
How is he going to? No, actually, no. I just want to see this one myself.
He motions to himself, gives 2 thumbs up. Motions to the left. Motions to the left, and the camera pans a little so that a box can appear next to him. That shows a Lunaro field. He motions to that, gives 2 thumbs up. Points outward, as if like pointing to whoever is like watching. Motions to the right. Camera pans. The picture next to him is a picture of all competitors who are currently in the still in the running, and it is a hastily done mashup that shows the 4 of you, Persephone, Greta, Feder, and Byron. Then he snaps his finger. That screen goes black and then comes to displaying a close up of one of the doors, and that like natural sort of glow that a lot of the Orokin doors have shifts in color to now be purple. Hydroid then stands up, puts his hands on his hips in pride, and then ends the news recording by cutting the camera in half.
I wonder how long it took for him to convey all of those directions to the news crew.
I wonder how long it took for him to find that room.
I wonder how many robots it took. I wonder how many robots he had to cut in half before he got his way. Probably quite a few.
Probably not that many, actually. I mean, they were really excited when we got there.
They are probably not too happy about losing the camera, though.
Yeah, all right.
They might have
that.
extras.
Cool. So, Purple Dwarf for Game of Lenaro to win Hydroid Prime?
That would be my guess at his intentions.
Well, I mean, that's better than the Battle Royale situation I was envisaging. One slight issue. I have never played Lenaro in my fucking life. I don't know about the rest of you.
I was going to say I actually like my chances better at Battle Royale.
Didn't you say you were a fan?
In the same way that I'm a fan of ancient Earth action films, but I can't pull off a tank top and bare feet to save my life.
I mean, you could if you really tried.
I mean, if I worked on my core more, maybe. I think I just puff out a little bit too. I'm getting too much into this. Look, you know what I mean?
I do have to remember to continue training with Colin.
We also have a ringer.
This is also
Hey, I am a really good goalie.
How are you at coaching? Because otherwise you're going to be super busy.
I could probably teach you guys how to play Lenaro.
Cool.
That would be a good start.
Can you teach while we go there?
I suspect we're looking for a door with a purple outline then, a purple aura instead of a gold.
It appears all doors have changed to this.
Oh.
Huh.
So this is it.
She will look into the crater and wonder what this room is for.
Your Warframes they have Geiger counters.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
And like where you currently are at the top of the crater, like you're good. But the Geiger counter does go off very quickly when you approach the side of the crater.
Mm.
And there is every guarantee that it will only continue to rise.
We just hear the ink spots coming from somewhere in the distance.
Yeah.
At least none of us is in an Ash Warframe.
Boo. Just boo.
I was very serious.
Was that just general hate on Ash as the Warframe?
Have you ever fought alongside an Ash that is soaked in too much radiation? It does very strange things to their friend or foe recognition.
Oh, right. Okay, that actually...
Yeah, I haven't had that situation happen to me before, but I could see why that would really suck.
Mm-hmm.
I am just lucky that I was in a Warframe that could turn invisible.
So with that in mind, should we leave before we start generating extra limbs?
That poor Volt, though. She shakes her head.
Just fell to the floor with like 15 kunai in their back. You dick!
So yeah, you guys can just open the door you just came from. And you find a giant Lunaro field.
Is there a crowd?
There are a crowd of robots.
Are they excited?
They
are
just
programmed to be excited.
They explode with excitement. One literally. One is like, yeah, they're here! They're finally.
What?
Well, it died happy, I think.
Did this room always exist in the maze, or did Or does Hydroid Prime have some sort of authority to create or repurpose rooms?
And you hear from nearby, this room always did exist. Yes. And if you look over, you see Persephone.
Jan takes a little.
Ah, hello there.
I happened upon it not too long ago.
A likely story.
I wonder if there was originally some kind of prize for competing?
More than likely. And Anna's just like, she's kind of like looks her up and down. This is this where Dom met his end? Oh, how did you guess? It just seemed fitting. Ha! Indeed, this is where Dom met his end. Temporarily.
His end of his time playing this contest.
Like I said, temporarily.
I feel like people are being unnecessarily grim.
Yes, I have noted that there are many here seem to take the terms of this game far more seriously than I would have thought.
Carney! Sorry, what?
What you
I'm gonna
haven't you haven't ever found yourself going, what if I were the big villain?
Kire doesn't say any. Kira doesn't change expression, but you can tell. You can probably guess what her response would be if she were to open her mouth, which would be something akin to, "I really don't need to imagine that."
Yeah, Yanta just puts his hand up and goes, "These are the last three people you want to ask that question to." Anna's probably okay, but the rest of us, no, you don't want to.
Just
All right, then. Fine. Have you
I
ever
don't know.
have you ever thought what it would be like to be the big hammy villain?
So are we going slightly more in terms of... I don't know if I can make a reference to any particular villain that any of you will recognize. This is the problem. Damn it, I need to get you people watching my vidlog collection.
Or maybe you need to come back to this century.
Never! All the movies here are garbage!
Ah, I see. You are wondering if I have ever wondered what it would be like to be Tile Rhaegar.
Perfect!
Exactly.
I-
You cannot engage that fantasy outside of a place like this, but in here, you can. And I've had a lot of fun.
He's out of his Warframe and no one can... He's not saying anything, but he's just mouthing, "Toto!"
But there is a problem with that mindset.
Hmm?
If there's a big villain, that also means there's a big damn hero.
Clearly you have never heard of ham-to-ham combat.
It is true. I will admit, there must be a big hero if there is going to be a big villain. That is why I am pleased that Hydroid took my suggestion.
What did you suggest to Hydroid?
I would assume this scenario.
Anna is with you. Which means I'm missing 3 people on my team. Fortunately. There are 3 others that I have come in contact with.
Ah, so indeed, Team Delta Elemental remains. Or rather, I suppose to you that would be, in case she was not watching, in case in all likelihood she did not watch Rathum, that would be Byron, Greta, and Fedor, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Though, aren't you still at a bit of a disadvantage? I do believe you are lacking a Warframe currently.
He has to just puts his head in his hands as the second shoe is about to drop.
Are you kidding me? I can have any Warframe that I want.
Oh, shit.
And she disappears.
Thank you, Kiro. Thank you for that.
I thought she seemed to be intent on playing a hammy villain. I thought it was only appropriate that I set her up.
And Ivara takes a few steps away from you guys. And Anna's just like, darn it! Persephone, you give her back. Oh, why would I? This Warframe makes for the most ideal of goalies. Good luck, Anna. I'm going to go coach my team on what to do.
You absolute bastard!
Kirei switches with her again.
Go ahead and roll that.
Sure.
Versus what she's gonna do.
Sure.
I'm just about to play a fucking shuffle game with Warframes and operators.
Height or what do I want in this again? Height or width?
You want width and speed.
3 threes.
3 threes. She you move your hand as if you're going to switch with her.
Mm-hmm.
By that point, she's actually drawn a energy arrow. And you go to sleep for a moment.
God damn it. I assumed the others just wake her up right away.
Yeah. Like you see Vara just kind of whip around with an energy bow and just fires one at Kirei. The energy dissipates quickly, and she falls over. She falls over. One of you catches her and could easily just kind of like pat her on the cheek to wake her up.
Never trust an operator with a French fucking accent.
Is that what that is?
It's something Eurotrash.
You seem to have a lot of problems with. You seem to have a lot of problems with a certain sect of Tenno with Tenno of a certain geographical origin,
which makes no sense.
Yes,
Look,
it's rather confusing.
A good grudge takes time to mature, all right? Mine just hasn't settled on any one particular denomination, so I'm just bearing it out upon the entire universe.
It's really anyone with an accent.
Basically, yes.
I don't know why he doesn't hate us.
Just bearing it out on anyone on anyone with any variety of a European accent.
What does?
It just does. Anna, are you okay? I'm assuming she is just like has been popped from her Warframe.
No, she had stepped out during this, having forgotten that Persephone can do this bullshit.
Oh right, yes.
And she's standing there. She has her hands balled into tight white fists.
Look,
that's fine. I have a plan.
You do?
Indeed. That was not, in fact, the move I thought she would make, so therefore I will steal the move that I thought she would make. She's going to look around for Hydroid.
He's not. He's not visible.
He's on the news screens, isn't he? Which puts him in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
She will look around for someone with a microphone then.
There is there is a robot that has a microphone.
She walks over to it.
There is a robot who is a microphone.
Yeah, there's a robot who has a microphone. That microphone happens to also be a robot.
Okay. I need to borrow him for a moment, if you do not mind.
Oh, you haven't even taken me out to dinner yet? Gosh, how forward.
She ignores this. Testing.
I'm so abused.
Hi. Attention. Can you hear me? Hydroid.
You see on the news screens that are overlooking this, Hydroid is currently sitting there. He is sitting there with his boots on the news counter, and he is smoking a cigar? Question mark. He doesn't have a mouth, but he has a lit cigar.
It's a lit cigar.
Because it's just for cool the looking.
Yeah.
Just
damn it! Damn it! I want pictures of Gar, and I want them on my desk now.
Going to he goes, excellent. I was wondering if you would be willing to perhaps help us with a dilemma with this idea. You see, there are 8 participants needed for Lunaro. However, due to earlier events, we only have 7 Warframes. Are you much of a sportsman, Hydroid?
Let's see, what is it? He leans forward and dashes the cigar on an ashtray.
I thought you were going to say he dabs. I was going to fucking kill you.
And he reaches out and pushes a button, and a panel opens up under the Lunaro floor. And rising from it is Atlas.
Oh.
Well,
I suppose that works too. Thank you very much.
Where did... You know what? Never mind.
That's Dom's.
Oh.
Persephone has at this point gone into the back to coach her team. She managed to get him out of his Warframe.
I suppose that also means, in theory, we should be able to access... She trails off and then goes, wait, you said that in a very strange way. No, nothing? Okay.
She's just kind of sitting there thinking, are my teammates doing it?
Oh. Do we really want to go into this now? That was poor phrasing.
It is technically possible.
They would not hide that from me. They better not hide that from me. Dude, I mean, come on. I share a couch with them. What if they did it on the couch that I shared with them?
Ah.
This is the worst. Persephone, you are the worst.
Like I said, French accent.
She is getting far more worked up about this than I would have thought.
It's very perplexing.
No, I understand where she's coming from. It can be weird when your teammates are having some sort of intimate relationship right next to you.
Oh, does that bother you?
I would say it's somewhat weird, but also, you know, you do you.
I do not know, evidently.
I think evidently the people involved would be doing each other.
No, I don't think Dom would actually be into her. Maybe she challenged him to a game of Lenaro in the flesh.
Yanto just kind of goes over and kind of gently taps Anna on the shoulder. Anna?
Yo!
I think this kind of speculation is best saved for later when you can ask them, rather than turning this question around in your head and just letting that cloud the issue.
Fair. I'm swiping this Atlas.
I did just want to ask, are you sure if you want to go goalie, Atlas is a good one to go for?
Yeah, dude.
He is big.
You can't knock him down.
Only when he's standing on the floor, not when he's jumping.
He is also tall.
He is tall. I'm just saying, Runner's a good blocker. If you want to use him, I'm fine with that.
Are you figuring that you wanna try your hand at Atlas?
The Warframe builds expressly around running up to people and punching them incredibly hard. A little bit.
That's fair.
I don't believe you are. I am not super familiar with Lunaro, but I do believe punching is against the rules.
That's the thing. It kind of is. Like, so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your Warframe abilities aren't actually gonna matter.
Oh.
Yeah. That's gonna like have you disqualified.
Right, so it's just straight technical skill.
Exactly. Like there are certain things that Warframes just do that you can't really get around. Like with Atlas.
That's fair.
Dude's immovable. But say
it would be cheating if using Ivara, Persephone were to go invisible during the match.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing that she's done. That's a real jerk thing to do. When she took Ivara from me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to Ivara. I haven't actually used a Warframe that is an Ivara, and a lot of Earth rotations.
However,
like a lot.
I would assume that at worst that puts you on a similar playing field, as I would assume Persephone is not used to controlling Ivara.
No, Persephone's used to using a lot of different Warframes.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think it should discourage you.
It's just gonna be like weird because it's different legs than mine, if that makes sense.
Well,
no?
Give them a quick run. We're in this situation together now, and no one really knows what they're doing, so we all kind of have to not know what we're doing together in a positive way.
All right, I can dig that.
If we're talking about familiarity with Warframes and their movement, there is at least something of an advantage in that Yanto and I have certainly been active and woken up for far longer than Team Delta Elemental, who are fairly green. Though they have improved dramatically in the time since they've been awake.
Over there, Atlas is just kind of throwing some punches down as Anna has gaze transference. Oh man, I want to punch everything.
You see why I was so tempted? Ah, well.
I don't normally want to punch everything, but man, I want to punch everything.
Yeah, just goes over and like squeezes Atlas's bicep, like, damn, check out those guns.
Well then,
Seriously, these guns.
since I assume
These guns are weapons of war.
Since I assume that using abilities prior to the match is not cheating, she will have Trinity heal up any damage to the Warframes
Okay.
prior to the match.
Normally, I wouldn't allow it since you can only use that in battle. But
I was going to suggest, for the sake of fairness, because Trinity has damage to her body.
Yes, I was going
very fair going into this contest.
That's actually what I was about to say. Normally, I wouldn't allow that because you can only do that during combat, but for fairness, and because Persephone has gimped you in a way already.
Right,
yes.
It would be one thing if it was, unless you were intending to simulate potential battle damage on the other team.
No,
in a similar way instead.
Do that.
Okay, then yeah.
Yes, you don't need to be you don't need to be gimped in another way of being wounded. She's already gimped you in that she's reduced the effectiveness of your goalie.
Right, so we don't just instantly win because nobody on their team except for maybe Persephone is skilled enough to get something past Anna.
So do we all get healed, or?
Yeah,
yes,
cool. Heal up all of your Warframes.
Thank you.
And yeah, Anna's just like, oh man, does that mean I can just go ahead and punch that wall?
I suppose that I don't know if that will upset the robots or not.
Hey, does any robots want to get punched into orbit? Yeah, I do. All right, come here. Yeah, I'm on the field. Oh, I'm in the orbit.
Well,
dude, that was awesome.
You just exploited their t-shirt cannon subroutine. You offer them anything while standing on the sidelines, and immediately someone in the audience will be like, "Yeah, I want one." Right.
Okay. So, I should teach you guys how to play Lunaro while I still have the chance.
The rules be good.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to suggest that at some point.
So here's the thing. The goal is there'll be a total of 4 rounds, basically, 4 quarters. The goal is to effectively have more scores than the other. You want to, and she motions behind her at the goal, which is a sort of an oval, like ovular piece of metal that is at the far end. It's kind of off the ground a little bit. The idea is that you're going to want to get the ball. You want to get the Lunaro ball using these, and she picks up a spare Lunaro. God, what are they called? That's just a Lunaro launcher. Okay. You just take one of these. You're going to have one of these launchers. And you're going to be, well, using that to throw. Wow, man, I'm really bad at this. Okay. Whew. Psych myself up. Okay, good. No roles are explicitly enforced in Lunaro. Just that you can hit other players. with the Lunara launcher, it doesn't really hurt that much, but it will probably make them stumble and drop the ball. You can throw the ball at any time. You get you will score extra points if you are able to make you're able to make the goal either in the middle of the court or on the enemy side of the court. 2 for the middle, 3 for the enemy side. 1 as normal if you get it in if you get if you score a point while you're on your side, while you're on while you're against their goal. Does that make sense? Everyone follow me so far?
I think I get it so far.
Ball in hole.
Yeah, basically. There are no roles enforced, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It is gonna be way better if you do.
So what? Middle,
You
enemy
have,
side?
Well, you have your goalie, you have your midfielder, you have your far fielder, and you have your forward.
Okay.
And what do those roles entail?
Well, the forward is going to be the one that's moving around the most.
Who's the fastest?
Not me.
That would be either you or I, MT.
Whoever feels comfortable or is the best at getting around fast and also catching and throwing the ball like crazy.
I could do that.
Because that's what the far fielder is right up against the enemy goal.
I could do that.
And the midfielder is in the middle, and the goalie is at the back.
And you are going to be our goalie.
Yeah, I don't suppose you guys have any experience catching things that are coming for your face.
Well,
No?
Not that I'm inexperienced in it, but also...
Dude, I didn't mean that as like a challenge or a bad thing. We're Tenno. We don't catch things that are coming for our faces. We block them with our cool swords.
Trinity grabs a small nearby robot and hurls it at MT.
I slice it in half.
Yes, finally.
That was not the desired reaction.
Whoops.
Okay, I'm really concerned by how many of these seem to be okay with the idea of dying. Is anyone else somewhat concerned that the audience seems to have a death wish?
Also, you should be proud of me. You guys were all making fun of me for not using the sword more when I first met you.
We weren't. We were more mentioning the fact that you kept breaking your sword. Like every single time.
Ha.
She's
Okay.
got better.
So, yeah, the forward is going to be contesting the enemy forward, trying to intercept the Ladara ball, and get it to a midfielder or far fielder. If it comes to pass, a midfielder can come back towards the goalie to back her up if, she's not used to the Warframe she's in and is a little sluggish. And the far fielder can always return to the midfield to be any backup there. Like I said, though, midfielder can throw and try to make a score for 2 points. If the forward or say me, the goalie, happens to score from our side of the Lenara field, it will be worth 3 points.
Got it.
Okay, got it. So big hail lotus throws are also somewhat encouraged.
Yeah, just keep in mind, of course, that unless someone is there just swiping repeatedly at the goalie, that's going to be a really easy thing to block.
Well, ideally, I imagine I will probably be somewhere near you, preventing people from doing that.
So you're going to try and be a midfielder then?
Sounds like it's probably the best thing for kind of Thump's chest, this kind of setup.
Yeah, sounds good.
That would make me the far fielder then. So I will be the one, if I am following correctly, I will be the one closest to the enemy team.
Yeah, you're going to be the one who is most relied upon to score.
I see.
The forward is going to be zipping around, intercepting any throws and trying to make throws to either the midfielder or the far fielder. Or if there's an opening, she can try and get in and do that herself.
Very well.
I think we can do this.
Which means if... assuming Persephone is going to try and act as goalie with Yvara, that would likely mean dealing with Volt, as if we assume they match similar tactics. That would likely mean dealing with Volt as their forward, Frost as their midfielder, and Ember as their far fielder.
That sounds legit, yeah.
A difficult setup. I doubt any of us can match Volt's speed.
Isn't his speed somewhat tied to his ability?
Yeah, so you're gonna have that. He's not gonna be able to use his speed power.
Right.
But if there is a Warframe that's just natively faster, then that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I imagine I'll have a similar setup to the way we've got it here, where we've got... he just kind of taps Atlas on the chest and then he goes, like, Team Big Boy at the back, and then Team Nimble at the front.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I think we've only got one last thing to think about.
what's that?
Team name.
Oh man, are you guys gonna still go with Team Arum and I'm just kind of guessing in this?
He kind of gestures to the other two. I mean, up to you guys. I just think that these gestures to the audience, like, I think some of these guys have like LED chest readouts, so you can just put the name of the team on them.
There's a robot that comes up. Ah, yes. Do you have any requests for LED readouts? We've been built expressly for this purpose, and we have been unable to serve this purpose our entire lives. Please.
I think I'm starting to get why they long for the sweet release of death.
Could you
Could you answer a question for me first? Is this being broadcast outside of the challenge?
It should be being broadcast to everyone in the lobby, at least.
Very well. I
Do you
have a request.
do you want me to say something to anyone in the lobby? Please give me a novel.
Yes.
A novel will be great because even
Please.
then, when you're gone, I can still be doing that.
I do not have a novel on me, nor am I capable of writing one nearly that fast.
Have you ever looked at at the full potential of your purpose and then just felt underwhelmed? That's what
Yes.
you're doing to me right now, Tenno.
I do believe there are some novels in. I believe I saw some novels in the house on the beach, in the house in the house on the island. Though I do not. I am not aware of what condition they are in.
I'm just behind him, like programming in something.
In any case, I do have a request.
Please go on.
Please, I wish for you to send a message that will be seen by those watching, which is, sorry, Hikane, frowny face.
It's like you're booking your ass kicking in advance.
What? I wish to apologize. She looks very
sure.
She looks very. Is that not a good idea?
I mean, I want to see what happens. I'm not entirely sure if you'll want to. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. Upon hearing that from the robot, Seattle's going to pop out of his Warframe.
Yeah.
And he's going to use his blending ability to make some dice. Just some simple 6-sided dice, because these guys need some kind of stimulus, and he feels so sorry for them. Shall I roll for that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, if we win this, doesn't this whole place just blow up anyway?
I don't
believe so.
No? Is that not how these things work? Okay.
No.
Though it is likely that with the prize recovered, however, that it will go into a somewhat permanent state of stasis.
Oh, we'll be allowed to leave these rooms after that.
Hey, everybody wins.
Nice.
There's this restaurant that I keep wanting to go to.
I believe I know the place. It is a very nice restaurant.
Yeah, I really want to go there. I wanted to go there for thousands of years.
Man, I am so sorry. Have these.
Wow.
Have you heard of
These
the concept?
Cubes.
Have you heard of a concept called gambling?
Yes, we have a bookie right here. Hey, what's up?
Right, so these are called dice. The idea is these have a random outcome every time you roll them, because each side has an individual value.
The bookie robot takes off his sunglasses to reveal another pair of sunglasses underneath. Mother of God.
But just on behalf of who whatever, well, I kind of know who made you, but on behalf of them, take this as a apology for making you wait so long. Enjoy.
Neon Bot. Bet me. I don't have anything to bet with right now. Bet me your arm. All right, I'll bet you my arm. 7. Does that mean I keep my arm? I don't know, but give me your arm. Oh, no.
Well, you've destabilized an entire small civilization.
My work here is done.
Okay. Out of character. I'll be right back.
I do need water. Since he's BRBing, I'll grab a bottle real quick.
Right.
I wonder if there's some way I can hedge our bets such that no matter what, we get Hydroid Prime.
That would require out backstabbing the Backstabber Supreme.
And
It also does raise the question of precisely when either side has won, how do they determine who on that team has possession of Hydroid?
I suppose they are. I suppose it's one of two ways. Either they are trusting us to decide amongst ourselves, or they are making the assumption that the two teams of three are the primary competitors, and that Persephone and
Anna
are ringers, so to speak. Though I would fully expect that should Team Delta Elemental win, that Persephone will at least try to backstab them and take Hydroid Prime for herself.
Oh god, yes. I mean, if Team DE have any sense to them whatsoever, I'd imagine one of them will professionally foul her at the beginning of the match and play one man short just for the sake of not getting stabbed in the back later.
I would assume they would do that perhaps near the end of the match if they were to do so, or perhaps just as soon as the match is over, turn on her first.
Man, we have really unhealthy mindsets when it comes to trust.
It is a thinking, well, in my case at least, it comes with the territory of Naruman. The more knowing something is key to achieving victory over it.
You cannot defeat what you cannot comprehend.
Indeed. So therefore, there is always an element of knowing something better leading you to being able to better counteract their plans, if that is a desire.
No, I can get that. That makes sense. This is going to be... Well, hopefully it'll be fun at least. This has been... Despite the emotions and the revelations, it's been nice.
It has been an interesting experience, to be sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome.
Hi. So, let's talk Monaro.
Amanda might be gone. Still.
Amanda's right here. She's eating
Okay.
gummies.
Ah, Jesus.
Never mind.
I'll put the rules in the chat as I explain them. The game will be set up effectively over the course of 12 rounds. Every 3 rounds of combat effectively count as a quarter. So after 6, it'll be halftime, and you'll have a brief break, and then to the end. If you hit somebody, the only thing you're rolling here, FYI, is going to be your Warframe's body. Just your Warframe's main body dice pool. If you hit somebody, it is effectively a gobble die. It doesn't do damage to them, but it will, if you happen to hit them before whatever it is they were going to do, it'll interrupt their action. If you make a goal from the midfield, worth 2 points. If you make it up close, to the goal is worth 1 point. If you make it from your side, it's 3 points. Realize I probably should have written what those meant, but you get it. For throwing it from the midfield, throwing midfield to the goal is you take 2 dice from your dice pool. Throwing from your goal is minus 4 dice. And then throwing from the far field, like throwing from right up against their goal, there's no penalty. And that is effectively it. You can assist somebody by you can assist somebody by rolling your Warframe's body dice and giving them the result in dice. So like if and that will go off first so that they can get the bonus dice. So you can do a helping hand. You can do a hindering hand. So you can block somebody with that by rolling your Warframe's dice pool and subtracting width from their dice pool coming up. Or you can do the opposite to an ally. Does this all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
okay.
So assisting interfering just goes off automatically first.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cool.
Amanda?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. After a bit of Anna explaining the rules and going over it with you guys, the lights start to dim, and a spotlight shows up. A spotlight focuses in the middle of the Lunara field, and a fancily dressed robot hovers on up. He has with him a microphone that is also a robot. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment we have all been waiting for. Literally, for our entire lives. This hasn't happened yet. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say we're very excited. And the crowd goes crazy. Tonight and only tonight, we have Team Aurum going up against the Team Aurum going up against Team Delta Elemental. Both of whom have their own guest stars accompanying them to round out their teams. The loser gets nothing except pain, because under these floors are spikes and acid.
All right, well, no one said anything about that.
Wait, there's spikes and acid under the floor? Yes, I was only just now made aware of this. Oh, okay, I thought you were holding out because we could have just thrown ourselves in the acid like a couple 100 years ago. Yes, I know. I was very disappointed to learn this just now.
Could we hold off on the mass suicide until at least mid halftime?
Mass suicide is not going to be necessary because we're all very excited for this. The crowd goes wild again.
Well, the crowd's practically feral at this point.
There's one there is one robot that is that is rapidly shaking another to the point that the other robot is just kind of falling apart.
I have a question.
What's up?
Are the golden maws in the audience?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
Did
one's
they-
wearing
did
a
they find-
foam finger on its head.
Yes.
Did they find bacon?
Yeah, they have each of them has in front of them cups of bacon.
I imagine there's a vendor bot there who has never been able to sell any of its meat snacks, and all of a sudden these golden moors just come out and it's like, yes, would you like a
Yeah, they have like it's so imagine if you took like a carton of popcorn and instead replaced it with bits of bacon. And
how is this not a thing in cinemas yet?
and that's
Don't imagine that, because just imagining it will clog your heart up.
that is what the ravenous golden maws have. And they're quite happy with themselves.
Yes, I'll take the healthier option, the starch covered in butter.
Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get ready to Lunaro!
I don't believe Lunaro is a verb.
Anything is a verb if you believe hard enough. Now let's
What
kick
is it
some
then?
ass.
A noun?
You're a noun.
That is correct.
High
Pile of
five.
letters. Okay. So, I'm gonna need everyone's initiative.
We're just so bad the entire opposite team just goes whoom, and does one entire turn before we do.
All right,
7.
brains and outthink.
Yep.
8.
Damn it!
Look, MT tries, okay? She's very enthusiastic, just not quick.
Look, being less smart than Kirei is nothing to be ashamed of. Being less smart than Yanto is maybe a little something slightly to be ashamed of.
Fuck you, I'm smart, I'm just not intelligent.
Oh, Nate, how are you handling Anna on our team? Is she just basically does she just basically
reacts to
shots?
to shots coming at her?
Gotcha. I guess that's a rather convenient way to do this, huh?
Yes. That way, I basically only have to pay attention to 3 characters.
Yes. I hope she gets I hope even if it's an unfamiliar Warframe, she gets a bonus for actually being a goalie.
The penalty she has for it being an unfamiliar Warframe to her is a little stronger than that.
Oh,
that's the thing that Persephone has done to you guys.
I dislike sleep dart.
You've been defeated by it twice now.
From 2 separate people as well.
It was the same Warframe.
I know.
All right, so
Okay, I'm just I'm basically just writing the order down here. So just give me one moment. And Kirei is... She's going to be far field, right?
Yes, Kirei's far field. Yanto is mid, and
MT is a forward. Okay.
I always thought forwards were the ones that were the offense people.
Maybe?
Did you get them mixed up?
I might have. Oh well.
Kirei is the one by the enemies, MT is the one by our goal.
Yep. Yes. Well, MT is going to be the one who's just going to be going around the field a lot. So once Amanda gets back upstairs, she's just stepped away. We'll start this. Last one I need is... There we go. Hey, Amanda, you back? Okay, awesome.
Sorry, I went to type BRB bio and then I realized I never hit send.
It's okay. So everyone goes to take their places. And you find that your assertion was close. That Persephone would be taking the goalie. That Feder would be hanging midfield. But what is swapped, actually, is that Byron is hanging close to your goal, and Greta is taking the forward. She squares up with MT. Hey!
Hey.
This is gonna be so fun.
Wouldn't that be the other way around?
What? What do you mean?
If she's hanging, I guess we're all squared up at the middle anyway at the beginning.
No, the forwards are the ones who are dashing around the field all over the goddamn place.
Oh, okay. So they're not strictly being near the goal. They're just
yeah. They're MT and Greta are the ones who are expected to be dashing around the field, throwing shit everywhere. Whereas you, you are going to be sticking close to their goal, and Yanto is going to be sticking close to the middle of the field.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, Greta's just like, this is going to be so fun.
Remember, have fun first.
That's pretty much what I was going to do. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, I think the ball's coming down.
Good luck.
The lights flash and flicker, and then the lights flash and flicker, and then everything sort of all the lights sort of go up, so that the field is now suddenly illuminated, and the glowing Lunaro ball drops. Greta, with her brains outthink of 3, is going
Greta.
to...
Oh, child.
She's going to swipe that shit and try and give that a throw all the way over to try and give that a throw all the way over to Byron. Fetter is going to attempt to block MT at the midfield. And Byron is just going to hope that Greta can get the ball to him. MT, what you gonna do?
Well, can I say that when Greta tries to throw the ball,
yeah,
she actually, I just kind of like catch it before it reaches Byron and throw it over her head.
Ha! Are you gonna try and who are you gonna try to get to? Yanto or Kirei?
Kirei.
Okay. Yanto, what you gonna do?
Probably reposition. Just effectively get to an advantageous position between the midfield and the goal in case things do go slightly awry. He can intercept.
Okay. And Kirei, I'll say you can for doing that, you'll get a +1 die bonus to your next roll. So you're basically prepping yourself for some things. Kirei, what you gonna do?
Kirei is so you mentioned that whole hitting rule.
Yes.
Since nobody's otherwise interfering with him, and he's trying to interfere with someone else, and Kirei's gonna go ahead and just hit/trip Fedor with the stick and prevent him from interfering with MT.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Everyone roll.
So I'm not going to clear it every time. It is, unless I say otherwise, it is safe to assume that Kirei sets her awesome times 1 to 10.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and declare that as well right now.
I'm going to also say that as well to amend something, that helping hand and hindering hand will go off on at the next round.
Okay.
Because I realize now that might get a little dicey, so we'll just go how the as rules is written.
Gotcha. When they're making an actual roll to do the
yeah. Okay. So here. So, all right. So, Greta is able to actually get the ball first. And swipes it. She swipes it before MT is able to. And launches it at Byron. Byron in the distance catches it. And while Byron in the distance catches it, followed immediately by Yanto moving into intercept and positioning himself pretty well for that. While Fetter, before he's able to get into MT's face, is swiped by Kirei, kind of throwing him onto his back. as she comes across swiping him. And now the top of the round, Byron has the ball. Greta is going to dash towards Byron and attempt to defend him. Feder is going to be like, oh man, that I totally forgot that we could actually do. All right, that's cool. And he's gonna smack Kirei back.
Okay.
Byron is gonna try to make the goal. What's MT gonna do?
Well, I've at least distracted Fedor. He is now more concerned with revenge than helping his teammates currently.
I am going to hinder Byron.
Okay.
Hinder hand.
All right. What is Yanto going to do? You have an extra 2 dice because you boosted yourself.
Yeah, Yanto is going to pretty much intercept the ball from Byron if there is a way of.
Yeah. Yep. You can do that.
Yeah. Smashy.
And Kira, what you gonna do?
Kirei is, I feel like in my head, too far away to help with the immediate problem. So I guess she's just going to try and avoid Fedor and get to a better position.
Okay.
And hope that if Yanto, hopefully one that will be easier to throw to if Yanto is
okay. Sounds good.
Get a hold of the ball.
Everyone roll.
I get like 4 pairs and so annoying. What do you mean you can't tackle someone multiple times? It's not allowed. That's just kicking someone when they're on the floor. Your point being.
Okay, so MT rushes and gets in Byron's face, forcing him back, and forcing him to take several steps back to try to reassess his aim. Yanto also is getting in his way, keeping him from getting a really good shot. He throws, however, when it seems like he's got a good opportunity. Also notably, Greta is there with him, just like trying to keep MT at bay. But to minimal effect. He throws, and Yanto intercepts. And the crowd loses their fucking minds.
This goddamn street level Lunaro playoff, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
I mean, they may literally have never seen a Lunaro match.
Yes. The more we talk about this, the sadder I get.
So, top of the round now. Byron is hindered for 2 dice. Yeah, Byron is hindered for 2 dice. Kirei, you are boosted by 2 dice. You managed to avoid Vetter, by the way. Motherfucker didn't make a single set.
He tries to retaliate, and she just nimbly moves away.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, that's not fair. I'll try that. I'll try round 2 now. So, top of the rounds. Greta is going to be like, hey, I'm really sorry. Is gonna swipe at Yanto.
And good thing she calls out her attacks.
She's been watching too much anime.
Fetter is going to attempt to block. He's going to try to get up there with Kirei with the goal of intercepting if a ball comes their way. And Byron is going to sort of circle around and try and get himself in a better position. MT, what you gonna do?
Who has the ball?
Yanto.
I am going to put myself into a better throwing position so that maybe he can safely throw the ball to me.
Ooh, okay.
So away from all the madness, but still within a good throwing distance.
All right. Yanto, what you gonna do?
That's exactly what I was planning to do. Because Kira is going to be marked. Yanto is going to pretty much just like get his back to whoever's intercepting him and then flick the ball over to MT.
All right. MT, are you going midfield?
That's right.
Okay. All right. Kirei, what you gonna do?
I think she is. What to do this round? I know what she's gonna do.
What's she gonna do?
Instead of trying to get closer to the ball or get free, like she is pretty sure Fetter is expecting, seeing what Yanto is going to do, she is going to move to hinder Persephone so that she does not have an easy time attempting to catch the ball, to block the ball, assuming MT will get in position to score next round. So hindering hands on Persephone.
Okay, sounds good. Everyone roll.
And I am +2 dice this round.
Sorry, I may have missed a beat here. Am I still being hindered, or?
No, there's nothing hindering you right now. Greta's gonna try to swipe you and make you drop the ball.
Cool. Once again, rolling like shit.
Okay. All right. So MT, you have MT, you have placed yourself in the middle of the field, in a perfect place to receive this ball.
Receive the ball.
However, also while Kirei has raced over to be directly in front of Persephone, with just basically blocking her path and blocking her view, and preventing her from seeing a good view of what's going on. However, back by your goal, Greta manages to swipe Yonto and forces him to drop the ball.
Loose ball.
My balls! No!
It is now on the floor. It just kind of it bounces away. So top of the round now. Greta is going to try to reclaim this.
Oh shit! Mad dash time.
What is we're going to try to reclaim this. Fetter is going to run back and attempt to he's going to attempt to boost Persephone. Byron is also going to try and grab the ball. MT, what you gonna do?
I am also going to try to grab the ball because now I'm just in like a fight or flight mode, and I see my important orb has fallen a terrible fate. I have to get it.
You do, yes. Yonto, what about you?
The logical part of me says boost MT. The irrational part of me says ball, 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 ball.
Ball.
I think it's going to be ball.
Okay.
How many of us are about to headbutt each other?
Yes.
Probably all of you.
All right.
And Kirei, what you gonna do?
Fetter's is trying to help Persephone, right?
Yes.
Kirei is going to rush to midfield and attempt to trip up Byron before he can get to the ball.
All right.
Since that's where he repositioned himself.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Everyone roll. Ball.
I'm really feeling the pain of not having any wicked fast on this frame.
I know, like, I'm sort of getting a mixed thing because on one hand, Loki has more wicked fast, but on the other hand, Trinity has 3 more dice in her actual body location. So she's much more likely to actually make a set to begin with, but every set Loki makes would be dangerous.
Okay, so it is a mad dash for the ball on the floor, with Greta and Yonto all but clashing to get to it. Byron making a mad dash for it, but then getting slammed in the side by Kirei, leaving MT open to take the ball. It is now in her launcher.
Yeah.
All right, top of the round.
No
Just
one
imagine
else.
a slow-mo collision of everyone. the ball just popping
Like,
out. With
the crowd has lost its goddamn mind. They've been waiting for this moment their whole lives, and it is euphoric. So top of the rounds. Greta is going to attempt to jump onto she's going to attempt to jump onto Yanto's back and just kind of like knock him down.
Is
to keep him from possibly assisting MT. Feder is it didn't matter last round, but it might matter this round. He's going to attempt to boost. He's going to boost Persephone again. And Byron is going to. Someone has to. He is going to attempt to swipe at MT if she happens to come midfield.
ooh.
MT, what you gonna do?
I think I might just go for it. I think I might just throw it.
Yeah.
From long field,
Yeah.
-4 dice, or -3 dice.
I believe in you.
4. It's -4 from far field. FYI, you can use relationships.
I can use relationships, guys.
Here's the other idea, though. Nobody's covering Kirei this round. She is completely open.
Oh. That is a smarter idea, especially since no one is messing with her. They're all waiting for me.
What I suggest is alley-oop, toss to Kirei, who will then immediately take a shot.
Okay. I will do that then.
Okay, so you're gonna try and throw Kirei's way.
Yep. And you know what? I'm going to use my relationship with Kirei just to make sure.
Nice. All right, Yanto, what you gonna do?
Well, apparently I have an angry midget clinging onto me, or endeavoring to cling onto me. Yanto is going to just disregard.
She's not really angry. She's having fun.
Okay, I'm being battle hugged by a small person in a Warframe. This is adorable, but it is not going to stop me from helping MT.
Yeah, I feel like in Rhino, this was maybe not the best plan she could have come up with, but
it's the easiest target to hit, but the hardest one to affect. You know what? A for effort.
he just.
So yeah, I'm going to give MT a boost, or at least
Okay.
endeavor to give it a boost.
One idea, Nate. By the way,
So
for a way to do what you can potentially do is, instead of helping hands takes place the next round, but if you want to give somebody an immediate boost, an assist just gives an immediate +1 at the cost
that'll
of
work.
the turn.
Yeah.
That is something that we could do on both sides. I'm saying. So if
I'll allow it.
if you want somebody on your like, if you want to say that's what Fedor is doing to Persephone.
Yes.
Because it seemed like last round that was your intention, is that yes, he is helping her dice pool this round.
Yes.
Because that's the thing, it's not as high as potentially rolling for a boost, but it takes place immediately. So yeah, so Yanto, which one are you doing? An immediate boost or
one that takes place next round?
We're going for an immediate boost.
Okay. MT, roll as if you had +1 die.
Well, shit. Okay. Well, then I'll set 1 to 10.
Okay. Everyone roll.
no?
Because I know what you're doing.
Yes.
If ball caught, then thrown.
then ball thrown. And I assume it's just assumed that if nobody actively interferes with it, she catches it if MT throws it.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll use relationship with MT for this alley oop maneuver. Oh, please. Well, look at it this way, Luke. Greta's action to hinder you was entirely wasted.
It worked, actually.
Well,
This is absolutely fine. However,
are okay. Kirei, I have a history of rolling terrible when it counts, but rolling really well when it oh wait, that's actually more than that because I set 1 to 10. Rolling really well when otherwise under goofy circumstances. This is Kirei's shot.
Oh.
They need to replace the fucking Lunaro hoop.
She hits.
Oh.
Persephone catches it. They didn't. The rules. What she didn't count as being sent through the hoop with the ball.
dear God, welcome to the slam.
Yes. Yes, welcome to the slam, guys. That
was an opera roll right there.
Yeah, for real. The the ball is thrown with expert precision, and doesn't even hit a single piece of the metal. It just goes on through, and the crowd loses their damn minds
Again.
as like the crowd just erupts as the lights go wild and red and yellow colors, indicating that there has been a point scored.
All right, now all we have to do is just make sure they don't score one and we're good. Smooth sailing from here.
Yeah, absolutely easy. Sorry if you couldn't tell that was sarcasm.
I couldn't.
And I'll put it to you guys as do you guys want to play out effectively another round, or do you want to leave it there?
Ooh, with our first point?
This is just out of character, more in terms of do you want to leave it there and time lapse through the rest of the game?
I'd be kind of for. Look, I'm not gonna get a better roll than that. That was the high point of my game right there.
Or do you want to actually continue to play using the Lunar rules that I made up and didn't play test?
We're playtesting it right now.
Yes.
I'd be down for another round.
Okay.
All right. What do you boys say?
Shrug.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, sounds good. We'll do another round.
It's pretty easy. You just kind of like roll one stat and
yeah, pretty much. Okay, so the crowd the crowd sort of quiets down as it comes to the next
The
round.
crowd goes mild.
The crowd goes mild as it comes to the next round. And so is it going to be the same setup as before for you guys? MT as the forward and etc.
I think it worked pretty good.
Okay. MT, you meet with Greta again at the center of the field, and she's like, "That was so cool."
Are you having fun?
I am. Are you?
I am.
It's fantastic. I wonder if I want to get the ball first this time.
You got it last time.
Mm-hmm. I could probably do it again.
I'm keeping my eye on you this time.
She could try it again. She's gonna try and get the ball first. MT or Feder is going to position himself. He's going to position himself midfield, just in case there's going to be a good passing opportunity. And Byron is also going to position himself far field. What's MT going to do?
I'm going to hinder Greta because she's paying attention to the ball and not to me.
Ooh, okay.
So, like, take a swipe at her knees.
Okay. Yanto, what about you?
Probably wants to go for the ball again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna try. You're gonna try and rush down the ball before Greta can get it.
Pretty much. I'm gonna walk all over this kid's dreams.
Not really. She's having fun no matter what.
I know. So hard to bully you.
You want to bully her, but at the same time, you're also engaging her in this game, in this sport.
Yeah.
So the bullying just doesn't come across. All right, and Kirek.
I guess Kirei will follow suit and try and position herself into a good passing position.
Okay.
To a good position to be passed to, rather. Yes.
Okay. All right, everyone roll.
Didn't change the result. Okay.
Okay. So, well, everyone is at least while quite a few people are repositioning themselves to get in a good spot to receive a pass. MT takes a swipe at Greta to force her to rethink her approach. And then Yanto just takes the ball.
You just hear from down the pitch, mine.
He just takes it.
Nobody else is anywhere near it. I mean, I wasn't gonna take it from you.
And the crowd applauds because that's not what they expected. They didn't expect that at all. Feder is going to retreat. FYI, Greta is not going to do a goddamn thing because she would roll 3 dice otherwise.
So wait, did she?
She's just looking there like,
She can
what
try.
happened?
She's got like
she's gonna she's gonna
she could try and like at least reconnoiter herself potentially.
she's going to try and like position herself on the midfield, just to get her bearings back and get a better look at what's going on here.
But why is the ball gone?
But why is the ball gone? Indeed. Fetter is going to retreat and boost Persephone this round. And Byron is going to make a. Byron is going to rush towards the midfield to try to make a swipe at Yanto. MT, what you gonna do?
You know what? I'm probably gonna try to be on Byron.
Okay.
To hinder him from hurting my boy.
Okay. Are you going to try to hinder him next round, or are you going to try to swipe at him to give him a gobble die?
I will swipe at him to give him a gobble die.
Okay. So yes, you can do that. Yanto, what you gonna do?
Run.
Where are you running it to?
Just straight to the goal.
Okay.
Are you gonna take a shot, or are you just reposition?
Gadda's having a bit of a Forrest Gump moment. He's just got the ball. He sees the way he's going to go, and he's just blank.
Yanto, throw the ball, Yanto.
He can't hear you. He's too low down in the turn order.
You just gotta cover him.
Kira, what you gonna do?
Well, okay, I'm trying to figure out what exactly the mechanical effect of what Yanto is doing is.
None. I'm just gonna be saying that he's gonna be trying to make a goal from close by them.
Okay. In that case,
You're gonna try
Kirei
to make a regular goal rather than a midfield goal.
Kirei is going to try and is going to stop Fedor from helping. Try and stop Fedor from helping. Or so is Fedor doing the immediate
The immediate thing. I'll say that you can like basically neutralize it then.
Yeah, I'll just neutralize it by effectively giving Persephone a immediate -1 by saying that Kirei is attempting to interfere and is not making it easy for Fedor to come help.
Okay. Everyone roll.
Which is difficult because there are things Trinity is good at, but physically stopping a frost is not one of them.
Yeah, you've discovered that firsthand. Frost is he's a very wide boy.
So it's just gonna be you versus
It's just Yanto versus Persephone here.
My own goddamn stupidity. Huh.
Did your stupidity work?
3/8.
It did.
In the single dumbest play of Lunara I think anyone has seen.
Everybody else is trying to be tactical. Yanto just runs for the ball, runs for the goal, and just throws.
Just spikes it in.
This is not professional Lunara, folks.
Just spikes it in over Persephone's head.
He just kind of throws it, stops, looks around and goes, wait, looks behind him. Oh, they're gonna be mad at me.
As the lights and the sounds the blaring noises indicating that the goal's been made. Fire off all around you. And yeah, the Lunara game proceeds from there. But they're not quite able to catch up.
You know, I like that there's actually a good justification for how this is going.
Oh.
Which is that there is a distinct advantage that comparatively MT Yanto and Kirei have on Team Delta, which is situational awareness.
Yes, that you guys declare after them.
Yes.
Yeah. As Persephone's Folly here. Persephone's Folly
that she's probably the highest outthink, but she's stuck in the position where she's just always reacting to shots.
Her folly was how she used what options she had ahead for herself, was that she relied on Team Delta Elemental.
Well, here's the thing.
Who are good at what they do, but what they do is not Lunaro.
Right. And in terms of sheer, like, awareness and movement experience, just does not have the same kind of experience as us.
And despite her coaching, they were unable to keep up.
You know what her actual tactical mistake was? She should have left one of the others as goalie and taken to the field herself.
Yes. That is a thing that Persephone realizes right about the point that the game is over.
Yeah.
And
like I like to think she like the last minute or so she like calls a mulligan and realizes, oh shit, and switches with somebody and starts like scores a point or two and starts to turn it around, but
like she switches at like the very last quarter and things immediately turn around for Delta Elemental by that point, but by that point you guys have already had a commanding enough lead that the game is called in your favor at the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, at least it wasn't a sweep, you know? They got a little something in.
Yeah. Look, Greta's happy. That's the important thing.
I really thought they were going to score the first point the way that started out.
Hey, we managed. We managed.
And yeah, the announcer, he announces the winners, the victors, and those who, because of how the prize decided he wanted to be acquired, are the winners not only of Lunaro, but of the principal challenge itself.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were fighting for Hydroid.
And Team Delta Elemental and Persephone all come up to you guys after the game.
I'm gonna give Greta a big hug.
Hell yeah, she gives you a big hug. It's awesome.
She did so well.
Not knowing I would say not knowing Lunaro like etiquette, she gives it. Kirei will give a very like conclave style bow.
That's fine. Persephone returns that.
Yanto's just hiving anyone who will receive one.
That's going to be Feder and Byron.
Nice.
Who are going to receive high fives. And Byron's just like, well, we ultimately weren't able to take it, but honestly, I prefer how this went rather than a full melee.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was sort of dreading as well. So this was fun.
But wait,
yeah, it was.
Well, hang on. What was all that talk about spikes and acid?
Uh-oh.
Was that that may have been perhaps a joke?
I think we should get off the pitch.
I was about to say that I'm actually, while this was indeed fun, I was somewhat hoping to assess how you've improved since Rathum firsthand.
While Kira is saying this, Rhino has just picked her up and walked her off the pitch along with everyone else.
Yeah. I'll say that everyone can go ahead and make a dodge roll.
There we go. For the Warframes.
Yes, the Warframes.
One last Lunaru roll. What if I didn't roll anything?
Well, MT, I guess you just got eliminated as well.
What if my roll is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for real?
Then I'm sorry.
Well, what about Luke? And what about Yanto and Kirei?
Three sevens with one wicked fast.
Okay.
And, 2 by 9.
Kira's fine. She just leaps off the top of Rhino to safety.
God damn it!
Okay, so there are only 2 people who fail to make it to the end.
If it's Greta, I'm going to be sad.
Well, we were hugging, so it makes sense.
You were hugging, but then you saw that it was going to happen, and I assumed that that you would have shoved her away.
Yes, I'd sacrifice myself.
Sacrifice yourself for Greta. She will never forget this. And Persephone. She also doesn't make it.
Okay.
That's the saddest way to end this.
She's just like,
wait, they all weren't here, right? They didn't actually hear about that, did they? Wasn't that just? Or no, they announced that at the beginning.
She like the floor opens up under where everyone previously was, and yeah, the floor opens up where everyone previously was, and everyone is able to get out in time, except for MT and Persephone. MT, you go tumbling into what looks like a pit of acid, and then your vision goes black.
Oh, thank God. I really did not want to know what that felt like.
And Persephone catches herself, is looking down at this pit of spikes as her grip is slipping, as just like, I think I may deserve this.
You did want to play the hammy villain.
By my own petard. And she falls.
I think Kirei just turns to Yanto. I think I like that one.
I think it's normally the hero who's got to make the one-liner, but I honestly can't think of anything for a pit of acid with spikes in it.
And yeah, and Anna's just like, man, she took Ivara with her.
One last villainous act.
That jerk.
I'm glad she pointed that out, because Kira was going to if she did it. And I was like, and there goes Ivara.
Sorry, Anna.
That's okay.
The challenge is over. You will see her shortly.
Yeah.
Oh. If the challenge is over, I have something to do before we leave.
Sure. And Greta's like, wow, eating acid. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, don't go leaning over there. Greta, come here, Greta.
Just holding her by the back of a frame. Just no, stop leaning into the pit.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't blame them if they just sort of gently just shoved her in. You want to find out, do you?
Damn, son.
It's just a game. They can reasonably assume they're not going to program that actual feeling into this.
These robots have been experiencing existential pain for the past how many years?
Also, technically, acid is a very real thing we regularly get hit by in theory. What with the whole corrosive damage thing.
So you guys find that with the challenge being won, the maze is no longer randomized.
See.
As all locations seem to be locked in place now. What exactly were you going to be doing?
Do you remember the very first session of
Yes,
this?
I do.
Kira has some scientists to visit.
Mistress Kire, we have done it.
You've done
it. We've recreated this alcohol.
Oh, good. I thought those robots had fucked.
You have.
Yes.
Oh, that is well beyond the expectations I had. That's very impressive.
Yes, we've recreated it and managed to put together this formula so that you may too be able to do this from the comfort of your own home.
Oh, that is excellent. Thank you very much. I apologize that we did not get a chance to return and make use of your other services.
That's okay. It's a shame that we weren't able to do that science, but we were able to do some science. Indeed. And that's what matters most. Any science was done. But if you ever want to return here and have us do more science on you,
will this place remain open to do so and to visit in the future then? Will we be able to get back into the rooms of the challenge?
I don't see why not.
Well, in that case, she will leave and then return a while later with a large crate. I believe I may have something to keep you occupied for a bit if you're interested.
Are you going to be asking us to brew a bunch of this for you?
Yes, there are many different types. All
he and his lab assistant high five.
All lost to the outside world. Your contributions to science and recreating it would be tremendous.
Yes, they high five.
So I'll go ahead and mark that I have given up the free 1 credit.
Yeah.
That box entails, but I can potentially come back to get more.
Yes. Absolutely.
As she has decided that she has decided to contribute to science by having them attempt to recreate the various types of Forgotten Earth alcohol.
Your contributions are noted and appreciated. All right. So one of the things that you also find is, I'll say it is from the Lenaro field. There is a large golden door appeared.
I like to think that everybody else has been hanging out and Kira returns and goes, that was not there when I left.
Yes, we haven't gone through yet. We feared that we would wait for everyone else to be back.
Do you suppose that is the exit then?
Yeah, probably.
Well, she'll look around to see if Hydroid showed up yet.
No, he is not. In fact, he's not even in the cameras that look at the newsroom. He is not there anymore.
Where did Hydroid go? Is he coming with us?
He was, however, courteous and stamped his cigar out in an ashtray
Yes.
and didn't just leave it sitting there, burning forever.
He's also apparently left this other camera intact upon exit.
Yes. No, I haven't seen him.
She'll turn to Anna and Yanto. Do you suppose we should find him before first? Or do you suppose he's already through here?
I'm honestly I have no idea. I mean, trying to find him in here would probably be pretty difficult. And if he wasn't to be found, he would have come here.
All the rooms are locked together now, but that still leaves a lot of space.
Indeed.
And I mean, he was treating himself like a prize, so I imagine he wouldn't try to make himself hard to find. So
Yeah.
I guess we go. He's probably through there.
That seems the most likely deduction.
Yeah. Are you guys going to head out?
Yeah.
But also, Kira's got a small bag of other miscellaneous stuff that she's acquired throughout.
Gatterbury looks at that and goes, I didn't know we were allowed to take that many souvenirs.
I have acquired a few things in my travels.
Anna is currently the one on sweet boy duty.
To be fair, I think we've all come out of this with something we like.
Although Greta would kill a man where they stood to be on sweet boy duty right now.
Well, obviously she's just gonna have to come visit to see him then.
Oh yeah. Greta's just standing there, slightly vibrating.
And yeah, you guys all step out to find a familiar lobby. MT has not been waiting very long.
I can't believe I made it all the way to the end. I got to say the line about being a big damn hero and a fucking.
I mean, if you think of it this way, the hero and also the villain went down with the ship.
So it was a bittersweet ending.
It was one of those sort of stories.
I think it was quite the happy ending.
You're back.
You didn't fall into a pit of acid. Admittedly, neither did I, but you know.
She nods as though yes, that is part of what is determining that this was a happy ending.
And the one to step out of the door last is Hydroid Prime.
Oh.
He poses proudly.
Is there a fanfare?
Yes.
Was he just a puddle somewhere in the corner?
Just waiting for the moment.
Just a mop bucket flops over and he slides out.
Maybe.
Hiro steps out of the door to be like, hello, I'm ready. Go glub, 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 glub. Oh, oops.
And yeah, Hydroid steps out, poses.
Yanto goes, yay!
Hiro will do like a very stiff and half-hearted, like showy gesture towards him, as though to show him off.
And Persephone's just like, I don't think the prize is worth it.
Tell that to all those people that you backstabbed.
Yeah. I think for some of us, the true prize was all the people we betrayed along the way.
Or didn't,
Looks
rather.
at, no, it does that just while looking at Persephone, then to the rest of their team.
Grayson is there with Dom. And Grayson's just like, I think someone got her just desserts. Just a little.
Hey,
And
you
Dom
didn't get a
is
chance to backstab Grayson.
and Dom is just like, indeed. She deserved this. 100%.
Oh,
Where's Colin?
wait a second. Where's Akane?
Whereas Kirei is looking to see if Kaite is still present. I kind of
Oh,
is
good point.
not.
yeah, I
He's
figured
found other things to do.
I figured he wasn't gonna stay around to watch, but you know, there was a chance. There wasn't a lot they could do about that. He's off to do more roguey things, I suppose.
He is not there. Neither is Tsukimono or Hikane. Let's say that's so that Dom does
Well, the good news is they didn't see my message then.
I'll say that Dom does chime in and just like, oh, I do not know exactly where they're heading off to, but they left shortly. They left shortly before the Lunaro game. It seemed important.
I wonder what came up.
I do not know. I also do not know why. No. Never said that. I do know why. That they would be aware of something that we would not.
Oh,
If there is an important thing happening, an important message being delivered, it would be delivered to Active Tenno.
you're saying that you are out of the loop currently.
Indeed.
Well, then, where's Colin? He wouldn't have left without us.
He may be waiting aboard the ship, though.
And you better be lucky for that. You better be real lucky for that.
Oh no, he is here.
Colin!
Colin is crushed by a hug.
Many hugs.
Oh, I missed you guys too.
Ah!
Kirei is standing politely off to the side and not crushing him.
He can take it. Get in here. Come on.
It has only been a few days.
Are you telling me this lovable bugger here does not make you miss every second you're away from him? Look at that face. Could have grabbed.
Are you telling me that? Are you telling me that's I don't know, but I wasn't really expecting compliments. That was not like in our whole weekly dialogue here. I was not really expecting that. Yeah, it took me off guard. I don't know. Took the wind out of my sail.
You've been sitting here for how long thinking of comebacks?
I was gonna chastise you and compliments or comment at least on some of your performances, but no, now I got nothing.
Well, you heard it here first. We completely disarmed him with kindness. We'll try that more from now on. Clearly, my steady stream of abuse wasn't having the desired effect.
I can't imagine why.
I know, right?
And he's just like, well, I'm glad you guys are back. I'm glad you're home.
Glad to be home.
Yeah, speaking of being home, I might have popped into the ship at some point earlier. Inadvertently.
Were you the one that caused the void spike in the ship?
How did you manage that?
Yeah.
I looked for what that was for an entire day. An entire day!
I'm sorry? I've got maybe this. It was like, may I hold the small sir for a second? He kindly requests the Kavat.
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of cups in his hands, turns around to Colin, goes, "We did also pick up an extra member of the crew." Shows him the Kavat.
Oh, that's adorable.
Well,
Also, that explains what Baron was doing.
2 extra members. She motions to Hydroid.
Hydro does a strongman pose.
Oh, so we decided we are keeping him?
Everyone just blankly stares at him.
We did win. Why would we not?
Anna was with us and she won too.
That is kind of a fair point. I suppose he kind of nods at Hydroid. Do we leave it for him to choose, or
He doesn't seem to mind either way.
He holds up a hand and reaches into his coat. And he pulls out that map again. And there is this sort of brief moment where he does not seem to be as goofy as normal, as he motions to the map, as if to indicate that the person most interested in treasure hunting is who he's going to be going with.
Well, as the other, Anna is mostly part of a sports team, so unless your team is about to suffer a change of heart and go treasure hunting.
Yeah, as much as it would be awesome to go treasure hunting, the problem is if there's something guarding that, I'd be breaking my oath a little bit, you know?
And also, no offense, you just seem to be more interested in naps than in treasure hunting.
I mean, yeah. Consider your options, okay? You could go into a deep cave and get hit by boulders or fall into pits or whatever and come out 2 days later having acquired nothing. Or you could nap.
She makes a compelling argument.
she has got me there?
Nevertheless, I am rather curious about what. If we assume that he has been in the Principality challenge for some time, that map must be quite old indeed.
He nods. Yeah, he nods and it gives you a better look of it. And yeah, it has sort of solar coordinates on it. It's more or less a map of the solar system. And there are various points of interest that are kind of marked as like having as with solar coordinates. And those seem to be the places that he's interested in going. But yeah, like solar coordinates is in like an XYZ point.
Right. Do they seem to correspond with, like, are they just, like, in space, or are they correspond with actual, like, planets, or?
They are the XYZ locations in space, but they do seem to align with planetary locations.
Hmm.
It's you look at it and it's you realize it's not going to be as simple
It's not as
as
simple
you
as
might have first thought.
because they're gonna
but
have to
such
figure
is
out
the-
where how the planet is moved, and
Yes, such is the nature of treasure hunting. However,
yes.
um, and you guys hear over your communicators for the first time in a while, as they are now working again.
Oh,
Colin, I know that you're having kind of a having a somewhat heartfelt reunion, but I think you should really be passing the message on. Ah, I should.
message.
Hmm?
And he reaches into the pocket of his jumpsuit pants and pulls out a little his like, card shaped device that he taps on to play a message. And you hear Raven's voice. Attention, all active Tenno. Anyone who can hear this, anyone who can receive this. The Lotus is gone. Phallus still lives. And he has taken her. Meet me. Meet me at Outer Terminus. We need to talk about what we're going to do next. Raven out.
When did this come in?
4 hours ago.
Okay. How long were we in there for?
2 days.
Okay.
And you hear with the others, you hear Grayson say, "That's probably why Hikane and Tsukimona left. Probably received that."
Yeah.
Indeed.
And Feder, or sorry, Byron is just like, I just checked our messages. I have the same message. And there's this sort of overwhelming silence amongst everyone. And Anna looks at the three of you and just says, when She looks at three of you and then everyone else, and her teammates specifically, and says, "When did the other guy leave? The one with the regular eye droid?" And Dom just says, "Roughly the same time as Hikane and Tsukumono. Why?" And Anna does not explain to them, but she looks pointedly at the three of you.
We need to move.
Yeah.
I apologize for not being able to celebrate longer.
And Greta's just like, it's okay. It's okay. This is more important. We'll see you guys there.
May I?
And Delta Elemental will leave.
Well, see, Kiri's gonna look at the others as if to ask, "Are we going?"
Let's talk about it on the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we have a lot to talk about on the ship.
She will.
Persephone just says, "I know we're not considered active Tenno on the field and did not receive the message as such, but I think it's going to be in our best interest to also meet there. We owe the Lotus that much."
Yeah. No one's asking you to do anything aggressive or untoward. It's we need to be there for her.
If you wish to help, I'm sure there are plenty of non-combat roles that will need to be filled.
Indeed. And so the game wardens will head out. Anna will give Yonto's hand a squeeze beforehand.
Yeah, he'll squeeze her hand back. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. And as you guys board your ship with the intent to discuss if you're going to go to Outer Terminus to meet with Raven and probably every other Tenno in the system, I'm going to call it an ended session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Heavy shit.
It never ends.
Nope, that's exactly what I was going to say.
These kids will never ever get to breathe. There's no air in space.
There is no air in space. It's true. What do you guys think?
Yay! Oh God. He died.
Oh, no.
No, I'm fine.
It
My immune
was,
system is sort of there.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. For not testing out the Lunara rules, I feel like you streamlined them enough that it was fun and easy to pick up and
excellent. Yeah. I'm glad.
Easier than actual Lunaro.
You hush. You were actually good at Lunaro.
I do not remember being good at Lunaro.
I remember you being good at Lunaro. I remember you styling on people and us being like, "Damn, Amanda." Experience point to everybody. Anyone have any questions or comments?
Not offhand.
Okay.
No, we all know. We all saw what happened to the Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
were all there. Just our characters weren't.
God damn it! None of you people have seen the IT crowd, have you?
No.
There's just a fantastic bit where a character just goes, "Father!" in the middle of his, just in this massive. I'm just imagine just doing that for Space Mother. No, doesn't quite work.
So yeah, I guess I'll get ready to end the recording here. Next week you can look forward to seeing
Not next week.
Not next week.
In 2 weeks, yes.
Next time.
Next time
Next
you can look
time.
forward to possibly meeting with Raven and her squad.
Oh, she has a squad?
Is it Clem?
Oh, is it gonna be? Oh god, you're gonna make a squad of all of the? Is it all the voices?
Oh no.
Yeah, Raven, Heron,
Owl and Crane, I think it is.
Yep,
And Falcon.
Falcon. Yep.
Oh, Falcon, that's it.
So yeah, you'll next time you might possibly be meeting them, and finding and interacting with them to find out what they're going to do next, what they plan on.
Yep.
Being protagonists, more likely than not. having impenetrable fucking plot armor.
Maybe you guys are the protagonists of the story, though.
I know.
Always remember this.
Our plot armor is decidedly less impenetrable, though.
Am I?
You are the protagonist. You have got the most storied and impressive career out of all of us. You just can't remember most
But
of it.
does that make me a protagonist?
It makes you a participant in the story.
Cool.
You're the hero of your story.
Yeah.
And like, to be fair, even Yanto will concede he, seeing what you did, considers you to be a heroic figure.
Yay.
Yeah, if anything, you were the hero of that era's story, and Kirei was the villain.
You're all part of the rogues now.
I was actually going to say I did actually spend that RXP from last time to increase my relationship with MT.
Yay!
Well, I mean, when you literally stick inside their head and see one of their past memories.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if nothing else, I'm going to end the recording.
Cool. And I'm about to bounce out of this